Welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to tackle the kids' bedroom for Christmas. I'm going to be doing a decorate with me video right now, and I'm really excited to show you the theme and everything that I have to decorate with in this bedroom. Now, I wanted to start this video in the evening because this room looks 10 times better at night. It's just so whimsical. It's very laid back, and it's also quite playful at the same time, but in my opinion, I think that it is well designed. It has that designer's touch. And so I kind of want to follow through with the Christmas decorations as well. I'd like to go in the same direction. I want them to be a little bit more laid back. I want them to have some character. I want them to be quite whimsical and playful. I wanted to have that designer's touch at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and start by showing you some of the additions that I have in this room. Of course, I'm going to be showing you all of my Christmas decor. The theme in itself is, I would say it's a whimsical Christmas, but I am taking some inspiration from Ralph Lauren. Now, I know that this is trending all over the internet, and I think I'm pushing it out even more by filming this video and by talking about the Ralph Lauren aesthetic. But I see why people are gravitating towards it. It's quite classic, but at the same time, it has that elevated feel to it. And so when it comes to inspiration, I am not going all out. I'm not including all of the elements that you would find in Ralph Lauren. I already had this color palette, to be honest with you, and so because I pretty much had everything on hand, I just decided to mix it together, incorporate it in this space. So one of the first things that I wanted to show you is this gorgeous vintage lumber pillow. I thrifted this years ago, actually. I think maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but it definitely gives off that Ralph Lauren vibe. It's the navy blue, or it's more of like a midnight blue, and it also has the red and the green in the florals. And I think that this is a beautiful added touch. This goes at the bottom bunk. My kids have a bunk bed in here because they share a room. It's more of like a trundle. Not a trundle, it is a bunk bed, but it's a twin overfull. And then something else that I wanted to show you is this gorgeous blanket. This is definitely not plaid. I wanted to give it my own spin because I'm the type of person who is more so inspired by trends rather than basically immersing my style in the trends or just following them. I try to give everything that I do, be it my fashion or decorating, my own personal twist so that it feels more like me, and so that even if the trend goes out of style or isn't as popular anymore, I will still love the items that I have. So this one is a thrifted blanket as well. I got this a couple of years ago as well, and this is actually, it's a bunny blanket. I don't know if you can see that. And it definitely gives off that English, maybe New England or English country type of vibe. And this will be an added layer on the upper bunk. I think that this is going to look really beautiful up there. And then something that I'm going to be adding this year is this gnome. I guess maybe I would call it, yeah, it's kind of like a Christmas gnome. And I got this on sale. It was the Christmas sale at Walmart. And this was originally $9.48, and I think I got it for like $1.50 in January. And so that is actually my advice to you. If you love Christmas decor, always wait until after Christmas. Everything costs so much less. So that is that on the bed. So since I already have the color scheme, these are the only additions that are going to be on there. And I think they're going to tie everything in together and even bring out a little bit of that Ralph Lauren type of vibe. I would like to add some stocking stuffers. Is it not stocking stuffers, but stockings rather, at the foot of the bed. And so for the hooks, I have these gorgeous sterling silver hooks that I thrifted a year ago. And these are super heavy. They're very sturdy. There's one of a bear, very vintage, could even be antique. I'm not quite sure. And then there's one of Santa Claus. And he kind of looks scary, but this is handmade. Absolutely gorgeous. And let's see, who is it made by? I think it's called Carson. Somebody inspected it, but it's called Carson. I think there's Carson on there, so I don't know if that's the brand. But I have a Christmas tree as well, and I think that looks absolutely lovely. And then for my stockings, I have some Walmart finds. I got these on sale after Christmas. The shark was, I think, $8.48. $8.48 if I'm not mistaken, but I got it for $1. It was on sale for $1, and I love that gray color. I think this gives it more of that, it gives it more of a modern vibe, so definitely bringing out the whimsy in this room. And then there's one of this little raccoon with the scarf on. This one was $1 as well. It was the same price as the shark, if I'm not mistaken, I think. Or maybe it was a little bit more expensive originally, but it was $1 at the end of the day. And then this one is my favorite one. It's definitely giving vibes of an English country type of style, aesthetic. And it looks and feels very, very luxurious, like it's very expensive. And I think this was a Walmart find as well. And this was maybe $2 on sale. So very beautiful. It's velvet on the back. And actually mixing these three together just really brings out that whimsy. And I think it gives off that, I wouldn't necessarily say old money, but it gives off that quiet luxury type of vibe and feel. So really, really love these, and the kids love them as well. I also found this gorgeous garland at Walmart on sale after Christmas last year. And this was originally, I think it was, how much was this? This was $8.97, and I got it for $1. So this is such a steal. It was such a steal. And I'm going to be putting it right here on the mirror, I think above the mirror, and I'm going to mix it in with, I'm trying to see, either I'll put it up here or maybe I'll put it above where the curtains are up there, but let's try to see how it works up here. And then of course I have these silver ornaments that I decided to turn into garland. So this was basically a DIY. These are thrifted. I think they're vintage. Some of them should be vintage. And they look amazing up there. So I think this will definitely give the space even more whimsy. And I think it's just really, really fun. wanted to show you a few of the ornaments, vintage ornaments, and some of them are probably even antiques if I'm not mistaken. But I've been collecting these over the years, and I've got quite the collection. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to use them in here this year because I'm trying to keep everything simple. These would look perfect on a tree. I put them on my plant, Monstera plant, last year, but they started weighing it down because most of them are ceramic. So they're porcelain, some of them are porcelain and the like. But look at this Santa. He's like a mountain climber. Isn't that neat? And I can't wait to be able to decorate our future family tree or our whimsical tree or nostalgic tree in the future when we have more space. But look at that teddy bear. I think this is very Ralph Lauren actually. Maybe I'll take this one out and I'll use this one because this one is giving Ralph Lauren vibes. So maybe this is the only one that I'm going to use out of this batch. But there's also the horse. This is, I remember I think my son broke this one. One of the legs needs fixing, but this is a porcelain horse. I need to wrap it up. And I think that's so cute. And then another one of my favorites is this elephant one. I think that is absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, I will use these in the future. Since we don't have a tree in here, one of the easiest ways to add some festive touches to any space that doesn't have a tree is just by adding ornaments. These are very lightweight. I thrifted these, and these are definitely giving off that Ralph Lauren vibe. And so these are just going to go on my umbrella plant. I think this is what you call it. And because they're not extremely heavy, I think that these will be a nice added touch. And I've just got a few of them, so they're going to be quite sparse. And I think that they will come out really, really beautifully. Just look at that. Well, that's weighing it down, so maybe there. Just keep it really simple. And voila. And then lastly but not least, I'm going to be adding these Dollar General ornaments on my Monstera. These are very lightweight, and so I think that they will work out perfectly on here because I don't want anything to weigh my plant down. These were originally $3. I think I got them for 25 cents after the Christmas sale. Well, during the Christmas sale. And this is what they look like. Very simple. They've got this velvet finish on them. They also have a little bit of that. Is this tweed? It's kind of like a yarn. I've forgotten what you call it. I can't remember what you call it. And it's got the berries and the greenery as well. But I think that these will look good. Right there, like so. Adding some Christmas flair. And also the pop of red definitely gives it more of that traditional feel because it's very green, and so the red is popping really well on it. So something else that I think I'm going to add to it are these ones as well. These are some reindeer ornaments. These may have been, I think these were a Walmart find, and they were $1.98, and I think I got them on sale for 25 cents as well. So very, very affordable. And then this is the only plaid that I've got, so maybe I'll add these as well. They're like a felt type of plaid. These might be a Dollar Tree find, but I think that these are equally cute, and I'm liking the design, the direction that we're going in there. And then I also have some gray to add because I have gray in this room, so I'd like to tie it in. All of these are very lightweight, so I think those will look beautiful. And then lastly but not least, I have these vintage ones, these little vintage bears. These are giving off more of that country, English country cottage type of feel, or English country aesthetic, and these are gorgeous. They're like little teddy bears, and they're so, so gorgeous. And that's basically everything that I'm going to be putting on this Monstera. the kids' bedroom is finally ready for Christmas. It's very simple, but it's very impactful at the same time. I'm glad that it's not too much. There's not too much going on, and so it gives you a chance to be able to take everything in and not feel overwhelmed. And I think it's absolutely fantastic. I hope the kids will enjoy this room as much as I enjoy decorating it, and even more. And I'm excited to finish up our space for Christmas. Hopefully this week we'll be done with all of our Christmas decorating. But until then, I would like to thank you so much for hanging out with me. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm so that way more people can see it. And then don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.